Boys, welcome back to another episode of the Panthers franchise. And today we are going to be doing a little bit of experimenting. But before I get into that, I do have to say that your boy's kind of a dummy and goofed and missed setting positions for scouting focus. So literally all these are quarterback when I didn't want any of them to be quarterback because we have Bryce Young and I do not plan on moving from Bryce Young. So very dumb from me. I think when it gets to national at week 8, I believe it is, maybe later, I will be doing wide receiver since I goofed on that because that's the main position I want, are wide receivers. Big boneheaded move from me though, which kind of sucks. And then I'll also get into negotiating with these guys if there's any we have to negotiate with, which there is Jordan Fuller at least, and Xavier Howard and Xavier Woods. But I will get into what I was saying about experimenting. Today we are going to do 1 quarter per game for 4 games. So it'll still be like I'm playing a full game quarter wise, 4 quarters, right? That's a full game. But in theory, it'll speed up the process of the season. So I'm hoping with this change, it's not going to take away too much from each individual game. And actually, I'm going to increase the quarter length to 6 minutes. So that's only like a 1 minute increase, I think. It might already be 6 minutes, to be honest. I think it's at 5, though. So it'll only be a 1 minute increase. How much will that help? I don't know. But 6 minute quarters, 1 quarter per game, just doing whatever we can. It's not going to be quarters 1 and for 1 game, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, if that makes sense. It's not going to, like some games that I might do, multiple games of playing the fourth quarter. That way I could try and come back. Might do multiple games of playing the first quarter, trying to stop heart. It just depends on what I want to do. I think for this episode, though, it will be quarters 1 for game 1, quarter 2 for game 2, quarter 3 for game 3, and quarter 4 for game 4. But we'll see, I guess. But let's get into negotiating with Jordan Fuller here. Let's increase his bonus by 2 and his salary by 1. What are you thinking here? He signs. Okay, it might be a little overpay. Not a salary cap wizard by any means. I actually probably overpay for these guys a lot. I'm going to give him 3 years, 3.1 mil. That's exactly the offer he's hoping for. So that's 2 out of 2 we've tried signing so far. And I'm afraid that I'm going to end up spending too much. He's unsure of his future with the team. As far as everybody else, I'm not really seeing anybody extension worthy. Corbett is close. Like I said last episode, I think I could get, a decent center pretty quickly without having to spend it on a 76 that is that old. Our game this week is against the Bengals, and they have a 2 overall increase on us. So it should be an interesting game. Let's hop into it. Looks like we get to start the game receiving the ball. And the start of our experiment will start now because this will be our first time doing 1 quarter per. Starting with the first quarter for game 1. Like I said, I think for this episode we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 in order. But for the next episode after, I cannot guarantee what quarters I do. I want to see how these games turn out to see if playing like first half or second half is better. And it doesn't matter if it's first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. I imagine first and fourth quarter are going to be the best, but you never really know. With 6-minute quarters, it does allow the other team to score a lot more. And we are, starting where we left off with Jonathan Brooks, carrying our team. If it ain't broke, do not fix it. Gonna go with a pass play here. Already a minute into our first quarter. Chuba drops it. You hate to see that. Go back to the run, I guess, on 2nd and 10. Announcers, don't know if you could hear them. They're talking about our back-to-back victories. I do love to hear it. We got back-to-back victories. I've done that. It's going to be a little bit harder with the Bengals here, but it's so weird because it feels like a lot of the team overalls are very close to the same so far this year, which with the Panthers being 2-win team last year, it's kind of shocking in my opinion. Jonathan Brooks able to break a tackle and get the first down. He will continue his monster stretch. He currently is second in the league for running yards. I don't know where he ranks as far as touchdowns or pass receptions here, but he is getting the ball every single second of the game. Double juke there, put two players on the ground. If this game had wear and tear, there is no doubt that Jonathan Brooks would be out of action for a while. Just give it to Leggett, let him work. He gets the first. Almost got sacked there, able to get the ball out. Let's go bench here. We could get a touchdown here. Oh, they might be run committing. Are they run committing right now? Gotta watch the blitz. No run commit. They did have a nice blitz. Trimble was able to break free, though. The guy went for the ball, and Trimble was able to make the most out of it and get us a first and goal. I should probably run it here, but we're going to pass it with Bryce. We get destroyed in the backfield. I was just a second late throwing that. I did see it, but I felt like if I threw it a second earlier, it was getting intercepted. So I waited, ended up getting sacked because of it. Now we're running it with Jonathan Brooks. He gets a loss of a yard, maybe. So, 3rd and goal now. 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes into the quarter. Almost throwing an interception. Adam Thielen gets it down to the 1. They want us to kick the field goal. To be honest, I don't really want to kick this field goal, but I will take any points I can get to start this game. The point of the first quarter is to kind of get points, as many as you can. And 3, while it's not a lot, it is at least points. So now it's the hard part of defense. Let's see if we could make something happen here. They get the return started. Pretty decent return for them. It gets up to like the 32. And defense starts now. Start with cover 6. We will take over Shaq. And at the time of recording this, we are a week and 2 days away from the regular season, boys. I am hyped. We are getting close, so close to NFL football. However, when you're seeing this, it should be like a week after the first game. Actually, 2 weeks after, I think. It should be 2 weeks after the first official NFL game, which is kind of why I wanted to do 4 games per episode with 1 quarter each, because if we continue this 1 full game a week, which was nice, I won't lie, I just got baited so hard on that. It was nice playing a full game, not going to lie. And we still might do that for playoffs. I don't know. We probably might do 2 full games for playoffs, if we even make playoffs. But with it being a rebuild, we need multiple years for a rebuild. And if we do 1 game every episode and 1 episode a week, then there is literally going to be 1 season of this by the time we get to the Super Bowl for a real life NFL season, and it hasn't even started yet. So I wanted to speed up the process. If we do 4 games per episode, that'll be 4 episodes per season. That would be 4 weeks. That'd be 1 month. So in like 3 months, we'll get 3 seasons done. We should hopefully, I would hope, have a good enough team to at least get in the playoffs. With me using it, you see we already have 2 wins against Raiders and Chargers, I think it was. So we should be good to win more games than we probably will in real life. Like in real life, I'm expecting like 4 to 6 wins this season. I am optimistic, I will say. I could see us getting like 10. But I've kept my expectations semi-realistic at 6, 4, 5, anywhere in that range. Obviously hoping for the best. At the time of this recording, Bryce just got done, not today, but this past week. He did play in the preseason. And the one lone drive, whether it's preseason or not, and against backups or not, was nice to see him because he was on one. He was like 6 for 8 passing, 70 yards, got a touchdown pass to Jordan Matthews of all people. Today actually is where a majority of roster cuts are coming in. People have to cut their rosters down to 53. With the Panthers being number one on the waiver wire, it is looking pretty nice. My biggest hope is like another wide receiver, like John Mechie is like number one option for me right now. Tim Patrick looks like he's leaving the Broncos. I wouldn't mind him as we go for it on this fourth down here. We got it. Young almost threw it a little too low, but XL got it. But yeah, today's cut day. Panthers first on waiver wire. I am expecting us to do a lot with the waiver wire. Dave Canales, our coach, yesterday said in a press conference that he values the waiver wire a lot. However, that doesn't really mean anything. You have to have good players on the waiver wire, which they're not going to be the greatest players because they're getting cut from teams, obviously. But there's a lot of good role players or young players that have a lot of potential. Like one that I think the Panthers are going to release that a lot of Panthers fans on Twitter want to keep, Jalen Coker. He is seemingly got a lot of potential. Had a nice touchdown the other day in the preseason game. But, you know, we have other guys on the roster. We don't have the greatest wide receiver room by any means. But we do have other guys on the roster that are a little bit more proven. And I think the coaches would probably favor them a little bit more. But a guy like John Mechie, Bryce was his quarterback in college. He's shown so much potential. Texans have a nice wide receiver room. It was reported yesterday that they are shopping trades for him. So even if we don't give him through the waiver wire, if we could just send like a 5th or 6th or 7th round pick towards the Texans and get him, I would absolutely love that because Panthers don't have the greatest track record with their picks anyway. Bryce Young here getting freaking mobile, and he runs it in for a touchdown. Let's go, baby. We take our lead back. Boys, I didn't realize that touchdown run was literally the final play of the first quarter. And assuming the rest of the game, we get demolished 45-23, which I hadn't even thought about it. But with us not playing the full game, we might be losing a lot more games, and they might be a lot more rough. Like this one. 45-23 is a disaster. But at the same time, Bryce Young had 2 touchdowns, 214 yards. He's pretty good. He had a rushing touchdown. I don't know if that counts in the 2 touchdowns or not. But that is a little bit more realistic, and it's going to create a little bit more of a challenge to rebuild this team than if I were to just play every single game. Even though it is on all Madden, I kind of suck at Madden. Us only playing one quarter is going to allow for a lot more simulation and a lot more heartbreak as we lose games. But now we're going to hop into game 2, which will be against the Chicago Bears. Before going to the game with Chicago Bears, I'm going to try one more time to get Xavier Woods here. I'm going to push it both up to 3.3, give him an extra year. I don't know. I think this might be our last chance to try and get him here. If he doesn't accept this, I was going to continue talking, but it doesn't matter because he did accept it. Now, out of all these guys, there's a lot of them I like Tommy Tremble I do like. Terrace Marshall I like. Corbett I like, but I think they're all replaceable, to be honest, in the long run. Now we got a storyline, team meeting strategy session. So this is team meeting room, obviously, week 5. Let's talk about Bears. You can tell me about the Bears? What do we see during film study? I didn't film study the Bears. Yeah, they're starting rookie quarterback, of course. That doesn't mean literally anything to me. Struggles with fumbles. Am I supposed to be answering things? Am I skipping my answers? Okay, here we go. What goal would mean success? Force him to fumble once. Okay, we don't need to force him to fumble twice. I doubt he even fumbles once. Because struggling to fumble, that doesn't really matter. Like, we have to get to him and sack him first, which will be a challenge in itself. But now we got a press conference for week 5. Good to see you. Yeah. Basic coach talk. We're 5 weeks in. Do you feel confident you know your team? Of course I do. Please don't ask me any other questions about who's on my team, though, because then I might not. How many wins? Let's go 8 to 9. not very optimistic. It's not optimistic, but it's realistic, which I feel like you'll get more respect being realistic than optimistic, but maybe I'm wrong. Now, I'm going to go back here real quick and check, when does this start? Week 8, like I thought. Okay. So I got to make sure I'm paying attention for week 8, which I actually think will be next episode, so we don't have to worry about that. But let's get into this game against the Bears. They are an 84 overall, 81 overall, and it is in Soldier Field. Should be rough, but let's hope we can get a win. Starting this quarter, second quarter that we're playing this week, they are on the 4-yard line and looking to get a touchdown here. We are currently up 7-3, and we will get the ball back, so we do have a chance to send this into halftime with a lead, which is very much appreciated. Did not expect that, to be honest. And they get a touchdown on the second play of the quarter. Here we are for our return. And the Bears have started the season 1-3, which I find interesting as well because I feel like they're going to be pretty good this year. I know on Twitter, at least, there's a lot of beef between Bears and Panthers fans about the Bryce trade. Me personally, I don't care. I like Bryce. I did like DJ Moore, and I wish we still had DJ Moore. But Bears fans are acting like they did something generational when Caleb hasn't even stepped on the field yet. I do think Caleb will be good, but they've talked so much the past year and a half without the number 1 overall draft pick playing. Now, obviously, DJ Moore, huge pickup for them, especially with how Panthers looked last year with their wide receivers. They looked very dumb, especially with us trading Brian Burns this offseason when he was also one of the options to trade to the Bears. Hindsight's 20/20 though, so yeah, obviously we should have probably traded Brian Burns to the Bears and kept DJ Moore, and maybe Bryce was slightly better with DJ Moore there because that's a nice wide receiver for him. But who knows? Never can tell. Literally never can tell. Beauty of the sport. And I don't know if you saw in that last play when I got sacked for a loss of 6, but I was about ready to throw it to A again. I just keep waiting slightly too long, but at the same time, I don't want to throw any unnecessary picks, but watch this interception I'm about ready to throw here. No, but that was very inaccurate, which is painful. Now we got to try and hit a 53-yarder with Eddie Pinheiro. Wish me luck here. That was beauty. That was almost a perfect kick, and it's still short. That's just Eddie P right there. I freaking bombed that thing. Perfect accuracy, perfect power. Couldn't get any better than that. That's just on Eddie P being a lower overall kicker, which is why I'm not extending him because, like I said, I feel like at least in previous years, kickers always stayed in free agency. Like, you'll have Daniel Carlson sitting in free agency till week 6, and he's like an 84 overall kicker. Like, made no sense to me ever, but I will definitely take it. But now we got to be on defense again and try and stop them, even though defense is my weak point, and I doubt I'll be able to stop them. I thought Caleb Vaughn was injured, but actually thinking about it, he is replacing whoever was injured, and I didn't pay attention enough to see who he's replacing. But he is in, and they are not necessarily like super driving yet, but they have gotten like a perception on every single play. So these games might be rough, but that's the point of a rebuild. We gotta get better, gotta get the team up. They have a 3 overall better team. They should be the one winning the game. Obviously, there's upsets here and there, but every week should not be a Panthers win because I doubt we'll get much wins this season. If we could get 7-8 wins in this season right here, would be huge. I'm talking about Madden-wise. Real life, it would be huge too, but I feel like it's also more realistic in real life somehow because I suck that bad at Madden. Three minutes left. They are just destroying us right now very slowly. It's very annoying and painful to sit through with all their runs and then their short passes that they pass immediately, and then runs and then short passes. It's just over and over. Especially when a hit stick like that misses and Keenan Allen's all of a sudden in his prime and is faster than everybody on our defense, and they get a touchdown. Return the ball once again. I have yet to get a kick return touchdown here. Still not going to happen there, but 32, we will take it to the 30 every single time. I'd like to at least get a touchdown before we get into halftime. However, if it's not in the cards, it's not in the cards. Literally doing a decent job at containing him. At the same time, it's mostly my fault. It's not like they're doing anything to contain him. It's really just me not choosing the best running holes. That shouldn't be intentional grounding. I hate that. How come they don't choose a target and throw it out of bounds near that target? Like, I get him in the pocket. Still dumb. Like, 3rd and 22 as well. Why is it such a random yardage? It was 3rd and 9 to 3rd and 22. That is, like, what? 13? Is that 13 yards? Ian Thomas, the carry for our team, gets us the first down. Why is it a 13-yard penalty? Does that make sense to anybody? Is it half the distance to goal line? Is that why? I guess that would make sense, dummy. Okay, well, Ian Thomas, the most clutch player on our team, gets us the first down and is now the 2-minute warning. Oh boy. This is going to be rough. Losing to the Chicago Bears. Xavier Legette almost got us the first right there. He was reaching for it. To be honest, I think he reached pretty good for it. Just don't think they gave him benefit of the doubt. Thielen now. We're driving. I'm going to do a little bit of a hurry up here. A little bit of a hurry up. See if we can get something going on the hurry up. Yeah, we do. We got the greatest tight end of all time, Ian Thomas, over here. Balling. He is balling. We get to the 8 for a 1st and goal. And now we have a chance at a touchdown from Thielen. We get obliterated with a nice blitz from them, because that's how everybody gets me. They know I can't do well against blitz. Chuba, though, can he continue his streak of a touchdown? I don't think he's had back-to-back games with us, so I guess it's not really a streak. But he has been solid. I guess we'll go with Jonathan Brooks here. Dive in. He gets us a touchdown. That's all we needed. Kicking the ball off. Minute left in the half. Probably won't be... Oh, God. Oh, God. I was literally just about ready to say probably won't be getting the ball back. Probably won't be taking the lead into half. But as long as we could stop them from scoring. Well, that's literally a guaranteed field goal right there unless we get a turnover. That is awful. And how come that happens every single time, dude? They just immediately go back. DJ Moore for a touchdown. Somebody kill me. Let's get our kickoff. That's going to go to the 30 every single time. This time doesn't even make it there. It's 28. That is awesome. I love how even this game is and not feeling scripted at all. 39 seconds to work with. We ain't scoring. Let's be real here. We can get a first down, though, and we can hurry up. And accidentally wasted a timeout there, too, after my touchdown. So that came back to bite us. I don't know who to throw it to. I guess that is not who I was going to, but I guess I will take it. 2nd and 1. If we could get, like, 18 yards or something like that, we could probably get a field goal, which at the very least will be nice. Just get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Okay, I don't think that's field goal range. They're calling for a Hail Mary. Yeah, so we're not going to get anything here, but we could try. God, I just get zero time to freaking throw anything, and it's so frustrating, but that's how it is, I guess. Panthers' offensive line sucks. Well, this seems a little bit different than the last one. We end up winning 41-30 and upsetting the Bears, although they are only 1-3, so it's not that big of an upset, but overall wise, it's an upset. And we are now 3-3. No, what are we on the season? I don't even remember my own record. Are we 3-2, 3-3? I think we're 3-3. I mean 3-2. So that's pretty nice. We got 2 more games left to play. Interested to see how these quarters are going. 1 quarter games. It feels a little weird to play. I'll let you know that. Um, as far as a quarter per with 4 games in it, we got our storyline over here to finish. Based on that, everyone's feeling good after the win. Didn't do a good job shutting down the rookie quarterback. Who cares? Like, we won. We have 2 injuries to look at here. We got Jadeveon Clowney, ab tear, 3 weeks. Robert Hunt, broken finger, 2 weeks. So that sucks. Imagine Robert Hunt's been out for a little bit, but I didn't notice it. If it's only 2 weeks. Next week's division opponent, the Falcons. What overall are they? They should probably be a high overall too with Kirk, huh? They're an 83 overall. We're an 81 overall. This is week 6. We don't have to do any position scouting stuffs. First mock draft is in, though. We do have a first-round pick, I do believe. We are projected to get the 19th pick and get left tackle Josh Coates. Wouldn't hate that. I do like Icky, and I think I'll probably keep Icky because I feel like in Madden he'll progress better. But in real life, I do think a nice priority would be to get another left tackle if he doesn't pan out this year. If he shows some progression, because there's a point there where he looked pretty good, but last year was awful. He let up so many sacks, and we have another storyline this week. Team meeting. What are we talking about this time? Talking about weaknesses, run on their defense, any player specifically. Okay, I don't care about any of this. Just give me my question. Jonathan Brooks has 125 rushing yards or scores 2 touchdowns. I feel like he has a better chance of scoring 2 touchdowns. Will he do it? Probably not, but he has a chance of doing it. This will put my last few titles up to the test where I said he carried and he cannot be stopped. But I truly believe he cannot be stopped. But I guess we'll have to see. Let's go with get 1 interception here. Allow 30 or less points, 250 yards. Win turnover battle. Actually get 15 first downs. And then we'll skip the mini games this week. And we will get into the game against the Atlanta Falcons, who currently have a record of 1-4, and we are 3-2. We also have some players that need upgrading. Who we got upgraded? Anybody of need? Trevin Wallace, he ain't too bad. A lot of people have liked him so far. Through preseason, he's been kind of a stud. Now, for this other guy, Damian Lewis, we got pass protector for sure, is what I want to do. I'd rather have pass protection than run blocking. I'd like both, obviously. But if I had to choose one, give me pass protection. And Jatavion Sanders, even though he's a 68, I'd usually just auto update these guys. But with him being our young tight end that has a chance to take over the starting spot at some point, I will upgrade him myself. Although the scheme fit, which would probably be the automatic upgrade anyway, was the right choice already. So now let's go into our third quarter against the Atlanta Falcons. Unfortunately, we have to start this half by kicking it off. And we were leading 7-0 at one point, but they have taken a 13-7 lead at half. So, pretty unfortunate circumstances for our start here, especially since I suck at defense. But we just got to give it the best we can. And, we're 3-2, so we're already, I would say, exceeding expectations through the first 5 weeks, in my opinion. And we just popped out a fumble, so we get the ball immediately. What up, Peanut Punch from your boy. Now let's go with inside zone to start ours. Jonathan Brooks needs touchdowns. I don't know who got our first one, but I'd like Jonathan Brooks to carry. Don't get hurt here. He has 9 rushes, 42 yards. Does not look like a touchdown, though. I wasn't paying too close attention on how we got the touchdown. I just know we were up 7-0, and now we are down 13-7. But Jonathan Brooks was not wrong. They can kind of run on this team. He needs 2 rushing touchdowns. If we get one here, we might be able to get them both in this quarter. Be a long shot, but he is looking nice with it so far. Probably should have passed it there, give him some time to rest, and then come back with the rush. Now, however, if we do have a touchdown here, I'm just going to take it. It's not like I'm going to hold out for the, oh God, for his touchdown, but we get obliterated. It's 3rd and 16. We got to focus on just scoring first. Halfback slip screen. Going to Chuba. Any bets on the blockers getting out there? No blockers out there. But he still gets it up to the, to where it's 4th and 2. 4th and manageable. So we're going for it. I don't care. We're going for it. Thielen, I'm going to have you go on a drag route as well. There you go. First down. Love to see it. So Bryce got a passing touchdown last time. Still don't know who to. But he got a passing touchdown, which is going to be good for his stats because I don't think I've been getting them very many. Jonathan Brooks up to the 5. He needs a touchdown here. And I would love to get a touchdown here. It's going to be rough, though. Kind of loading everything. Jonathan Brooks finds a way, though. He always does. He's a dog. Dog. We could get the lead right here. After that last touchdown, the answer we're talking about how that's his 10th touchdown on the year. It is week 6, I believe. He has 10 touchdowns. Incredible rookie year from Jonathan Brooks so far. To be honest, I did not expect it. And actually, yesterday, news came out. I think it was yesterday. I think it's been a few days now. But news came out that he's placed on the PUP list to start the season. So he'll be out for the first 4 weeks, which is a bummer. But at the same time, it's kind of expected. I was expecting him to miss the first 3 weeks at least. So if he's just missing the first 4 weeks, I would be okay with that. Hopefully it's not anything longer than that. He did tear his ACL last November. So it's been a bit of a recovery from that. Quick pass to Kyle Pitts. We stop him. Kirk Cousins currently has 212 passing yards. Luckily, they've only scored 13 points. They've gotten 2 field goals and a touchdown. And they got one right before halftime. Now we got to go and stop him here. We cannot. I tried getting up to block him, but did not work out. So now he's got 252 passing yards after a 40-yard gain. And man, I hate defense in this game. I'm just not a big defense guy. I like scoring and not getting scored on. Especially when you can't stop them no matter what you do. Like, he's just carving me up right now. It literally feels scripted sometimes. I know I've mentioned that a few times. It literally feels scripted half the time that I play these games. With how, some flags go and some plays go, some throws go. But we did just sack him. That's our 3rd sack of the game. And I think it's the first sack under my control because our first defensive drive, we were able to get a peanut punch immediately. So we do sack him. Let's freaking keep it going. I honestly thought we were going to get an interception right there, but we hold them to another 3rd and 9. Can we please stop them and hold them for a field goal so we have a chance to get another touchdown here? No, he's got a zig route right there. We do stop him, though. 4th and 5. They should go for the field goal. They do. And go safe, man. Hopefully we can score here with our final 2 minutes and 20 seconds of this 3rd quarter that we are playing. We return it to the 33. Time for another drive of ours. Jonathan Brooks, we're going straight on back to you, brother. Gets the first down. 14 rushes, 91 yards. Still doesn't say he has a touchdown. Obviously, I know he has a touchdown now because I ran it in with him. But did not show up on his stats right there. Get out of the pocket, Young. Pass to Thielen. Beautiful pass. Way to get the first. Way to escape the pressure. And get a pretty nice gain. Going back to Jonathan Brooks immediately after that. The blocks today, the run blocks have been good. Oh, a little glitchy right there. Was able to get the first down thanks to the glitchiness. He's at 100 yards, so it is going to be very close to the 125 yards and 2 touchdowns a mark for him. I'm going to actually run bench, try and get him some more yards before he tries to get the touchdown. 7-yard gain from Tommy Tremble. And haven't passed much to him. I have passed quite a bit to Ian Thomas, who's been kind of insane for us. Unexpected heroes so far. Getting open a lot. which, like I was saying, I think week 1 or 2, I don't mind him for blocking. He's a good blocking tight end, but for receiving, he doesn't get open and he can't really catch that well. He's had his moments, of course, but he could be way better, of course. And we've kept him on the team for so long. Interested to see what we do with our tight ends this year with Jordan Matthews, Tommy Tremble, Jatavion Sanders, and Ian Thomas. I like to keep Matthews, Tremble, and Sanders, but as far as Tremble and Thomas go, I'm okay interchanging them. I like both of them equally. I want to keep Jatavion and Jordan Matthews for sure, though, because Jordan Matthews seems like a guy that Dave Canales likes a lot. And so far, even though it was one preseason drive, that was Bryce's touchdown. So it seems like he's already got a connection with Bryce Young. Trying to force feed Jonathan Brooks this rushing touchdown here. It's not working out. We only got 22 seconds left. Let's just see if we can get a touchdown, please. Can we take the lead? Yes, we can. No, we cannot. What was that? Well, we can with this field goal here. But we should have easily gotten that touchdown right there. Deontay Johnson it wasn't really his fault. Bryce Young, I don't know if he got hit right there or what, but that was a terrible pass. And to be honest, with these last 11 seconds, I'm just going to jump forward to the end of the game because I don't really care about playing 11 seconds. And once again, the simulation is nice to us. We win 24-19. We are on another 2-game win streak after losing the first game. Impressive record so far. Surprising record so far, in my opinion. We've already reached our coach goal of 4 regular season wins, as you see right there. Jonathan Brooks does get an upgrade. I don't know if he got another rushing touchdown. We did get another touchdown. That's how he won, but I don't know if it was a rushing touchdown by Brooks. Our final game of the week, of the episode, is against Washington. But first, we got to get back into the storyline. Were we able to run on the defense? Didn't do a good job exploiting the run defense. You got the win and you got a touchdown. Just need to slightly execute. Which is whatever. I feel like he got 125 rushing yards. Let's advance week, though, and get into our game against the Commanders for week 7. Okay, fourth quarter is here. Our first play is actually a field goal block attempt. We are down 10 points after it. We got 6 minutes to come back. Down 10 points against the Commanders. I like this. This is what the fourth quarter is all about. It's kind of worried we're going to be blown out and then be kind of pointless, or we're going to be blowing them out and be kind of pointless. But 10-point game, that is almost perfect. I would prefer 7-point game, but we have a chance for a comeback. This could be glorious, and this could seal us doing one-quarter games every single time. Oh, also, before I hop into anything else, I want to go to player stats and see how many receptions Thielen and Johnson have combined. So he has 4 for Thielen and 2 for Johnson. 6. They need 8 more. No, 9 more, I think. They need 9 more to get the goal. So there's 1. I don't want to force it too much, but I do want to get it, obviously. Can't get the ball out in time. That was going to be an air ball anyway. So we're already down to a 3rd and 7. This is going great. Little rough. Focus on Thielen. Focus on Thielen. There we go. He dropped it. You got to be kidding me. I want to shoot myself in the face and die. He wants to go for it. We should have a first down right now. That's frustrating. That's one of the scripted plays, it feels like, where he had the ball for 20 seconds, but he didn't get it. And then they freaking tackle the guy that quick. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna do something that's probably kind of dumb. But I'm simming until it's my ball again. Okay, I want the ball. I'm tired of this defensive crap, especially when we are sucking. But look at this. I can't get 2 seconds to block because you guys are all dumb and don't know how to block. Holy cow, how'd you make it to the NFL? It's all Madden's starting to piss me off. I don't get it until I'm down 10, and then once I'm down 10, Freaking nothing good's happening. Oh, you hold on to that, Thielen. Are you dumb? How'd you not hold on to the other one that you had for 3 seconds before it got knocked out of your hands? What is even going on? Jonathan Brooks does get us a touchdown, though. So, silver lining. We will play defense from here on out, but I was sick and tired of playing defense. We had played so much defense, it feels like. Maybe we haven't. Maybe I'm just being a baby. Probably am. Feels like we played defense first every single time. And I know technically we played offense first or special teams first. But, man, that was dumb the way that drive ended. So I needed to get back on offense and have an actual good drive for once. And we did just that. So I don't care necessarily if we lose, considering we're already 4-2, and we shouldn't really be 4-2. I do care, however, getting screwed over on things that shouldn't happen. He had that ball for 3 seconds. He should have just gone down with it. And what is that right there? Perfect angle. Okay, well, that wasn't a perfect angle. They just got a touchdown. I'm about ready to break my TV in half. 17-point deficit after that stupid run because Shaq Thompson could run straight in the middle without getting blocked, but not get a single finger on the guy, which is awesome. Leggett gets it up to the 34. This game's over, really. I should probably just chew clock and get my misery out of here. God, this is so dumb. Watch how quick this defensive pressure is here. I have to go 5-yard passes every single time because we don't get more than 1 second. It's kind of realistic. What was that? I didn't even press a button, dude. It's kind of realistic because the Panthers line sucks at pass protection, but come on, throw me a bone here. Don't make it seem so scripted. Yep, blitzing. Jonathan Brooks with the first. We gotta hurry up and rush here, boys. Hurry up and rush here. PA snag. Just toss it to Thielen, baby. I haven't really kept track of what they are doing as far as receptions wise. Don't really care. Would rather get the win. But it is the 2-minute warning. Still down 17. Like I said, we're losing this game because of how idiotic it is. But what can you do, really? It's EA's all over. Couldn't get a completion on first down there. Can we do it here? Deontay Johnson's taken out. Can Leggett get it? He did get it. Now, hurry up. You boys got to hurry like your life depends on it. Chuba, that's picked. Just kidding. We get destroyed once again. Goodness freaking gracious. I am sick and tired of this game. Can we just end it already? Deontay Johnson. Holy, breaking some tackles. Inside zone from Jonathan Brooks. Walks it in. He has his second touchdown of the game. If only he did that last game, he would have completed the goal. And I don't think we're going to get the other goal for Bryce Young passing 15 times to Deontay and Thielen. However, I have gotten them quite a few receptions this quarter already. And now we have to onside it. There ain't no doubt about it. We have a minute left. And we all know I suck at D's just like I suck at defense. Let's just go there. That's going to be theirs. They're probably going to run it for a touchdown because that's how this game goes. Minute left. What else do we got here? They're just going to run it out. I'm not calling any timeouts either. It's a 10-point game. I don't need this. Look at that, dude. What is going on? Can you just stop him once, you freaking dummy? God, I'm simming the rest of this game. I'm done with it, dude. My patience has ran out. Next quarter, you idiots. We lose 44-36. So, did get another touchdown, and we got a 2-point conversion. Doesn't matter, though. Dumb game. Bryce does have a nice game, though. 2 touchdowns, 342 yards. Jonathan Brooks also had a nice game. I do like the 1-quarter game format. However, if the fourth quarter is going to be like this a lot, it's going to be very, very frustrating because I couldn't stop him at all. I hate defense with a passion. I might just turn into offensive coordinator and just play offense at this point because defense sucks. And it's because I don't do the cheese plays. If you don't do cheese plays, you're not going to freaking be good on defense. Personally, I don't even know that she's plays for this year's Madden so far. But, God, the way Madden works is awful. Well, boys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Panthers franchise. Hopefully you enjoyed the new format. I'm going to edit it, obviously, and I will see how I like the new format. Playing it was alright. I did get a little heated there at the end. I was tired of stupid defensive breakdowns that shouldn't be happening, but they happen all the time. Looking at the standings, Tampa Bay is 6-0 right now, and San Fran is also 6-0. Interesting game we have here. But we do get our record up to 4-3 on the season so far. One of these episodes, I'll have to probably throw in an extra game to get it, to the. Actually, maybe not, because there's 17 games, so it'd be 4 episodes. Then one episode would have the last game of the season and playoff games, unless it's like the Super Bowl, which Super Bowl would be full game. Still haven't decided how I'm going to do the playoff games, if we make playoffs. But we do end on a loss, which is unfortunate. We had another 2-game win streak, so we're 2-2 on the episode. I hope you enjoyed, though, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Peace.